your friend Xavi Simons now. Chelsea needed somebody that could deputize, but not just deputize on Kwa. Games a mobile day now comes with your board number 10 nibi. I'm at Chelsea. You will break it down low block now. Me catch you now. Personally, me are very disappointed say they didn't see through it. But again, Rich, they be make us say Chelsea for. And people that usually ask me say, I didn't say they be positive about things, although me a fan of the club. Rich, say if I was a Chelsea bomb match, now me share Chelsea lose. Trust me. Almost time me share Chelsea matches now. They will tell you that I'm the worst person to watch football with. Because me are worse than the average fan. And when the fan is expressing about displeasure, I don't want to fault them. But after 30 minutes, 1 hour, me cool off no. Then of course, now I wear the cape of an analyst to try and look into the reasons. Into SABC, I want to play devil's advocate. Which Chelsea Enya Xavi Simons agreement 6 weeks ago. 6 weeks ago. But they never sent an official offer. I don't know why. Why they think Chelsea never sent an official offer. And my remember another example, another reason said a very thought-provoking for all of us. In getting somebody to replace Xavi Simons or Lusuno, they've gone to Brighton and Hove Albion for a certain Facundo Buonanotte, an Argentine international who has experience in the Premier League with Brighton and Hove Albion and in Leicester City as well. On your injury, on your last game time also under Roberto Di Zerbi, and was taken on loan to Brighton and Hove Albion. Rich, Onusi and Namate in Libya, or similar qualities as Xavi Simons, but only on the level of Xavi Simons. In terms of the creative job of a number 10, Xavi Simons is way better than him. Which, Onono only a better ball carrier with that guy no, to carry the ball through defenses when you want to break them down. And idea Xavi Simons is better in that regard than a branch here, your friend Facundo Buonanotte. But the final ball here, honestly a good tight space controller. Set young Kitabo and chief favorite teams. He loves to do it, and so he's a similar profile to a branch friend Xavi Simons with a low center of gravity and with a lot of the data. And it looks like so a branch here. He works also very, very hard without the ball. Which Chelsea called Brighton. He didn't get Facundo Buonanotte on a permanent deal. The boy is coming in on a loan. And then this morning when I woke up, everywhere across. When I'm looking at things now, HM, even in front of Sports and Mundo Deportivo, say Chelsea are preparing a 60 million bid. Only say most of the outlets in Catalan and close to Barcelona reported say Barca would like to take 90 million and they had upped their offer for branch friend Fermin Lopez, which a lot of the reports that is coming from them, they say Chelsea the 60 million acquire. Barca for one and they can take for a branch here, your friend Fermin Lopez. And so what we are hearing is that Chelsea is going to send in an offer for a branch your friend Fermin Lopez for 60 million. Which in TFC Copa Mebane say Enzo Maresca told the sporting directors that Fermin Lopez. And yes, in Chelsea pay Xavi Simons. I'm pay Xavi Simons. My analysis of the situation is that Xavi Simons was more like when they now say Chelsea team anymore. Baby and Chelsea any 2-2 players no. Now left wing any CAM and I say number 10. Because who got the right winger is Stavao Pedro. Who got center forward Liam Delap, Joao Pedro. Then over FIFA they are even excess. Romeo Lavia, Enzo, Esugo, Andre Santos, excess in the middle. Over a Chionma, there are a lot of them. Benoit, Levi, Trevor, all of them a champion. Then goalkeeper CSIO 2. Right back me, left back me. But it's none number 10, no Chelsea me, no back up. Left wing is not Chelsea me, no back up. So it means that Chelsea needed an out and out number 11 on the left, which now they've gotten in Alejandro Garnacho. But Enzo Maresca told the sporting director, say, Opebasa for Ukraine fellow Fermin Lopez. Which to the extent that the report was that Enzo Maresca has spoken to Fermin Lopez. Which Catalan boys know. And the Spanish boys, especially those who have gone through the ranks, and they've more or less imbibed the Spanish culture and Catalan way of doing things. Which Anna Ebdin said they want to leave the club. So apparently Barca would like to take the money. But finally he hasn't given the yes or no to Chelsea. So Chelsea are ready in a 60 million for him. I think so because Enzo Maresca wanted Fermin Lopez, and then the sporting directors wanted the number 10. They felt that with the UEFA sanctions, no Sunday Manemano, they won't be able to buy Xavi Simons 60 and also buy Fermin Lopez 60, making it 120, and also go on to go and balance the books. And something had to give. In giving, it looks as if the sporting directors not sport that there was a good opportunity in Facundo Buonanotte, hence not putting in an offer for him and then making sure that now they can go in and bid for a branch friend Fermin Lopez. Like I said, Facundo ended the level of Xavi Simons, but it's a matter of time, and we'll see if he can do it. We'll check the data now. They are all green and yellow. It tells you so a mid-level attacker as a number 10, but the potential is there. We'll see how Enzo Maresca will be able to use him inside left-hand channel. Which any game need here.
Before I go game,
yeah.
I'm so fans, I'm more interested in or discussions now near a year. I will show Raymond Teddy Collins. I see Richardo. Xavi is a good player, but I respect the decision of our sporting directors because how can you pay almost 60 million for a player who will be a backup?
That's exactly your point. So what's the boy
man fabricate story bia.
What's the boy against Casa. Against Casa.
Why didn't you say Xavi Simons style of play it's not appropriate to fit Chelsea philosophy. That was why we didn't sign him, period.
It's as I said, Facundo Buonanotte, it looks like it's going to come. Which any game, no, like I said, is about consistency. A better thing. Fulham a very all-round side. A better thing, but I expect that Chelsea gets a win. It will be a very, very difficult game, but I do expect them to go on and then get him. And then mobile Burnley. Should it be difficult?
Sure.
It should be difficult. At home.
Yeah.
Against Burnley.
And coach be about Old Trafford or they are draining. The mindset is that Old Trafford is your fortress beam. The Old Trafford Secondly, the Manchester United team now is not performing well. So let's take advantage of this Nyama meaning and frustrate you. At least a draw. And it makes the game banana skin.
Which Burnley is a newly promoted side. So I think Manchester United should be able to win.
We will, but a very difficult.
Although say Obi will follow Burnley team like I have no, more quality. Kyle Walker is in the team, and Chelsea boy Leslie Ugochukwu is in the team now, and Onomi are one of the most highest scoring teams our championship. About this season, no, they scored a lot just in 2 games, and it looks as you said that's going to go on. Which match is me? I will stay away from the Chelsea and Fulham game, no. Our slaves in here, there is no Chelsea Fulham game. Because again,
early kickoff.
Yes, of course, I believe that early kickoff will be boom. And again, my imagine say Chelsea matches. I won't let anybody bet on it because one of the things I believe in is a team be your team and better or should be stay away from your team because it's easy say team be more emotional. It's cohort. But which I think the Manchester United match, there should be goals in there. Sunderland are playing against Brentford. Another game that I think at home, Brentford last game, we need 1-0, but it's not been too convincing for me. Again, this is a game I think Sunderland or draw LFI is a likely one. Spurs versus Bournemouth. These are 2 teams that play very well. Which Tottenham Hotspur got 2 games for winning in all of them, they've not conceded. Bournemouth and Andoni Areola are struggling. I mean, not struggling in the sense of course, almost against Liverpool, almost 1-0 against a team and with the red card. Next game, the reason why I think that Bournemouth will struggle is that Andoni Areola in the back line doesn't have a lot of them, and now he's trying to see if he can stable the ship. This is a game I'm going to see either team winning and over 1.5. Either say Spurs be winning, and I say Bournemouth be winning, and I say goals be and I say this game ever goes in that regard for me. Which on and then later in the day at 3 also, Wolverhampton Wanderers and Everton. Everton have been good under David Moyes. Very, very stable. I expect that in this game, there are goals and over 0.5 for me, and then Leeds United versus Newcastle. Newcastle have struggled in almost 2 games. They'll go away to Elland Road to go and play against team friend of Leeds United. I expect that's a double chance for Tima, your friend in Newcastle for when they go away from home. Nyamia Adoma, we'll see about that or home. For Bentley Makachem, yes, I know pay a Kobe man, you say, open loan deal. Money Kobe being Kobo Bonibi. Marriage, say, I also understand Manchester United decision because Yema Okwa, who is the backup? Manchester United has to go and look for a replacement. No. But Rich, when you say a different when you say a player is second choice to somebody, and it's also different when you give the player the assurance say you will allow him compete with whoever it is.
Man, isn't Oko training?
No. Yes, of course, Oko training.
But
Obemano opportunities know when they come. And I think that's where Kobe and Kof are coming from. Say, will they give us assurance? Yen pushy. No moment assurance say I'm pampa. When there's an opportunity and Bruno Fernandes performance in Korea, yen catch or a captain teaching try and will throw the ball in to go and play. England scored about. Adam Watson is going on to go and play. Definitely he's looking at the World Cup. But I think, say again, I agree with Manchester United. There is no way for Manchester United to let Kobe go in just 48 hours with nobody in sight. But again, the boy needs certain assurances to be able to play.
Baby, I mean Kobe and then entourage in the yard. I some Morim Katreno. So a Bruno now in a fight.
Yeah.
And some know me and say when Bruno I available.
Yeah.
Ed is a Kobe man best.
But if Bruno is not playing well,
but me too, baby, I mean
apart from availability, must make sure performance.
But many problems say so because has no crana and cannot want him because he's young.
That's what not
I maybe say Buabem.
Okay, Ayana.
Meka Ayamorim as I'm not kind of want him.
Which people
apart from that,
yeah.
That's a not kind of.
Many people I don't see any problem with it.
And I may just say,
yeah,
a Brighton is young.
Yeah.
So then I can.
Yeah.
England national team.
Yeah.
Obo.
Yeah.
And now Onya starting lineup.
Yeah.
Which it will affect the call-up into the national team.
Yeah.
What I say. But Mimi Fus and I can managing internally.
Yeah.
And I will be the fine. But I mean, Kofi Minu me and Nai. You know, says a Bruno I available.
Apart from availability, okay, available. It just say or your own plan. Say even the performance in your come ahead of Bruno.
Bruno,
no, Mitch. But if the performance is not good for Manchester United, we will give the boy opportunity. I know that the entourage in this out.
Kofi, yeah, realistic.
It's just
Bruno.
Then let him go on loan.
Why a backup?
Let a backup opportunity.
My bow, say, man, cause here. No Bruno, so you bog him no play.
Let us say women player. But we don't play.
Not empty players, no money to be more.
No, say, but we all know.
Matthias says, Bruno player, only be more.
Okay, so Matthias is saying that coming from reality. That's what you are saying, no problem. But I think that where his entourage is coming from is a good place when it comes to Tima, your friend, Manchester United, any branch, your friend, Kobe Meno. Which, if Liverpool tried the mistake they did against Bournemouth and Newcastle United, Arsenal will not give them any breathing space. Say, Obi say two no. Baba can metiti. And I will say two now, Metitia. You won't get it. I'm very certain. You won't get Arsenal going 2-2 against you. You want any last minute goal. They manage the game perfectly well. And Arsenal have that quality to manage the game on all fronts. They are closing in about your friend Piero and Capi. What it means that now Ethan and Waneri will not play as a makeshift inverted left back with Ricardo Calafiori. It means that Waneri now will go into the middle of the park as a midfield dynamo. And in terms of attacking threat, tempo controlling, and especially what you need in transitions from a much more attacking perspective, no, that's what Ethan Waneri will give you. So it's a well-balanced team that are going away to Anfield. Here, if it was 2 seasons ago, it would have been a straight-up Liverpool win. But especially from last season, Arsenal actual momentum say, when it comes to beating the big boys and getting something from them, they know how to do it. Yes, last season, League Cup, FA Cup, Liverpool went away to the Anfield, away to the Emirates, and then forced Arsenal. But still, Arsenal are very, very confident and good travelers when they go away from home. So we go back to that first game against Manchester United. And you go Papa Biagidi. But it's about effectiveness. And after that, shutting up shop, making it more difficult for opponents to break you down. I think that this is a game that's going to be a very, very close one, power for me. A very close one. A Ochina game. And this is a game I think that for me, Arsenal double chance away from home. Arsenal going away to Anfield, they will come back with something in their hands in this very, very big one. I've spoken about the Tottenham Hotspur game, in terms of the English Premier League games. So, Rich, and the first game in the Spanish La Liga went on. And because of codes, I follow the Elche Levante game. Levante won Rich, and Elche pa. If you see the stats, you'll be surprised. Elche born. Yes, it's away. I thought Senna against Barcelona and Kwano Kadumi, but it was too much over here. Valencia also won in Salmo game now, which I mentioned. Say, Atletico Madrid have done good business, bringing in Alex Baena, who is experienced in the Spanish La Liga from Spanish La Liga. Adding Abrantia Feni Giacomo Raspoderi from Napoli was a good addition to the team, adding more dynamism. But still in 2 games, El Choho team are flattering to deceive. I don't know, which I think say a human El Choho, too relaxed for him as a pressure in so. And for years and years on, he keeps on underperforming. Especially after say winning Spanish La Liga for them, he has been underperforming. Of course, he has won the Europa League as well. And Obimeka said, baby, of far, let's come and read free here. From little to nobodies and getting them to compete at the highest level. Our Spanish La Liga, you can understand that they are buying time. But I think, say, you need to start performing. Which last week game, you see, I didn't drink the at Let's Go Madrid. Before them, and last week game was at home. I don't wonder. And then they are going away to Alaves. I think it's a double chance for them. Because of our 2 games, I have not been confident to them and I can't stick my neck for them. Girona and Sevilla, Ebebo. These are 2 teams that concede and score a lot. I see an over 1.5 and over 2.5 in there. Real Oviedo versus Real Sociedad. No, it's a good one. Real Sociedad are good travelers, but it's a game that I want to speak. Madrid should be able to win against Mallorca. Tough game, but I expect that Madrid will win. I had much now. Barca will go away to Vallecano and then go on with weekend games next one. But Madrid starting lineup now. Again, I bet your friend Trent Alexander-Arnold in him. Militao Heitzen. Which last week we share Rudiger Heitzen combination. I want us to watch Militao Heitzen combination. Now you can compare Yami Monday. Because we say what Alonso wants is Obi aggressive back with Heitzen. I don't know whose aggression fits Heitzen's better. And I watch Rudiger waiting to see that again. First game was Militao. What the papers are saying is Militao will be back with Carreras, Tchouameni, Valverde, Goulet now has a mainstay with team name. Mastantuano looks like he's returning. Mbappe and Vinicius Junior will be rewarded with signing performance in the last time. Mallorca, stubborn team, especially the likes of Asano with set pieces. In fact, last season, one of the teams from the low part of the Spanish La Liga not share a lot of set piece goals was Mallorca. Madrid should be careful, but I think with that defensive setup, they should be good enough in getting the job done. Barcelona don't have good news with Gavi. The injury now, it's not good at all. And they are going to play against a very stubborn Vallecano team away from home. And now in the Italian Serie A, AC Milan, they went away to Lecce, and then 2 former Chelsea players, Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Christian Pulisic, 2-0 for them with Italian Serie A. I think that's a very, very good one. Napoli, Abo on game. Tough one, but I expect them to win. It's not a game that's supposed to be difficult for Team Friend in Napoli. Spanish La Liga also. There are a lot of games in there. Lens Ebebo against Brest, and not regional boss game. Of course, Paris Saint-Germain Ebeko away to Toulouse to go and play against them. It's a game that expects Paris Saint-Germain Ebetimiashe in that game. And it gives their course for German Bundesliga anymore.
Yeah, but Charles the first 11 number.
Okay, yeah. We can
Sanchez in post.
Robert, okay.
Gusto Chaloba Tosin.
Gusto Aba. Okay. Any contact about?
Na fish. It is Sanchez, Gusto.
Okay.
Chaloba Tosin.
Okay.
Cucurella, Caicedo, Enzo.
Oh, wow.
Then Estivao, João Pedro, Neto, and then Delap.
Estivao is starting.
Yeah.
And
starting again.
João Pedro beam.
Sure.
And a Delap beam. So it is the same lineup.
Yeah.
as the first one.
I'm the ball West Ham no.
There's a start first one also. Okay, Reese if we a year by first half no. Which Bacho Yankobium. 2 centre backs no.
So Sanchez in post. A trio of 3.
Yeah.
Gusto, Chaloba, then Tosin, then Kukureya, Caicedo, Enzo. And then Oko Animuana, Sevao, João Pedro, then Pedro Neto na Delap.
Okay. So it's a 4-2-3-1. Mark Kukureya on the left, Tosin Adrebiayo, and then Trevor Chaloba over here. What it means is that last week, because of the angles problem that Chelsea face here against Crystal Palace, Chelsea used Abante Fred Malo Gusto as a winger. It's Opushi Malo Gusto but on the right wing. And actually, and Sandy Baba Trevor Chaloba defending the right hand channel. Tosin Adrebiayo on the ball as a CCB, then Abante Fred Marco Correa offering the ball playing ability on the left hand side. In the middle of the park, it was Moises Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez as the 2 DLPs. Then because Estevao Ababe Fiifi-Manfred, only Abante Fred João Pedro became the 2 inside 10s. João from the left hand side, Estevao from the right hand side, Malo Gusto keeping the weight here, and Abante Fred Liam Delap up top here. Which one about left hand side? Pedro Neto, right? Pedro Neto will team him. Then Pedro worked hard off the ball on the left hand side. Pedro will have a lot of work to do. It's on the ball becomes a 3-2-5 for Chelsea. Michelle Fulham for starting line. So I think that we can quickly go through that, and then now the coach add to jar. Then we can quickly run off now. Transfer fee.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly how it looks like. Chelsea in Fiifi-Manfred because Estevao will now come inside as another 10. Malo Gusto keeps the width, and it looks as you say. That's exactly how Chelsea wants to go on with almost starting lineup. I think that Fulham Diano so when you're
Yeah. Leno.
Okay.
Castani, Tete, Anderson, Bassi. Oh, she said.
Mrs.
Okay. Okay. So Leno.
Yeah.
The Leno in post.
Is in post. Okay.
Yeah.
Bacho
Castan.
Timothy
Tete.
Castan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anderson, Bassi.
Okay, so the 2 centre backs, Bassi, and Anderson. Yeah. Timothy Castan as a fullback. Sessegnon is part also as a fullback. Okay, Lukic. Sasa Lukic will Fiifi-Manfred.
Ken Iwobi and then Nunes.
Alex Iwobi. Any Abranti Freno. Rodrigo Muniz. And so any more. Which Fulham team exactly how we expected.
Solid team.
Very, very compact.
Iwobi will go ne.
Very, very compact.
Iwobi.
Or 1 goal.
I go.
Okay. Say the job Pedro 2 or cancel every
Nigeria for me no more rough.
Kevin Bassi, very aggressive. Very aggressive.
The African brothers.
Yeah, 2 supporters.
Abiekuta boys.
Into match on operation there.
2-1 Fulham.
2-1 Fulham.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the same scoreline that happened the last time they came to the bridge.
I know any busy.
I think one of the things that Chelsea will do is how Liam Delap beats him occupy the 2 centre backs here. In the game against West Ham, or a very, very good job on the 2 West Ham centre backs and pulling them away to find spaces for Brighton and Estevao Willian. And I think that's how Estevao Willian ST up Enzo Fernandez go. He holding up play here, Estevao running and picking the ball in behind, and of course playing across the face of goal. Enzo tapping in. But Liam Delap will be very integral in dealing with the 2 centre because some are very good centre backs, especially from Henderson, from France, coming back to play at Crystal Palace, only Calvin Bassi. 2 of the most physical players you get in the league. So Liam Delap will be very important. And again, Chelsea are set from set pieces. If they can use their set pieces again, I think they can get goals in that regard. Rich, I think we've been able to come through in terms of this weekend games. Michelle, this weekend Italian Serie A more there. Parma Bebofi, Carlos Cuesta, any Atalanta, Ivan Juric Sechebebo. Go and watch Carlos Cuesta again. Mikel Arteta's former assistant, young, exuberant, progressive manager power. First game Kolusu away at Uve. I think this game will open up for him. Let's go and watch him at home. Then we'll see how things are going to go on from there. We have anywhere else we have to go. Charlie, this weekend there's a big game. The match Sunday. And there's going to be Olympic Lyonnais and Marseille. Wow.
What a game. Sylvester mentioned, I remember this Trent Alexander issue.
Okay.
I would say Ayala, they really say it
that they will let him play.
It's risk.
Yes.
If Kava is fit, maybe he might be regretting joining Real Madrid already.
It's too early.
Renty, Yakayo,
It's too early. It's too early.
Because say Cavano, so you're fit, maybe Bianyena. You always play.
Cavani can never
be fit and quad,
but he will not be fit throughout the season. I think that they'll be.
They say there's all one pen say beauty say we bra.
But they are going to be games. Xavi.
The football politics ni de bia be kofo.
And okay, 100%. But there are going to be games that tactically, I think Xavi Simons will need Trent Alexander-Arnold will Fiifi-Manfred. But who Athletic for some survey about Trent Alexander-Arnold and the game time no, I will team my friend Madrid. When you be a modi, England for no come after you. H Michelle and now saying I'm a kind of you see from minim say be a sida. Oh Kruma there 5 odds straight, all 5 of them. Ebumie. 2 of them were 20 plus odds. The rest were 7, 6, 5 odds, and then boom, 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 sir. So yeah, basically starting a streak in the once we won 5 yesterday, we're expecting at least, and then some 2 will go through for us. Yeah, bumpire. It's me sure bet responsibly there, but these are the codes I'm a so team radio for pen or paper natural. A BWDE 97FBE. Next one, a BWDE 94D4A. Next one, a BWDE 920A7. Last one, a BWDE 16A1. Which nyakeni all the Fiifi-Manfred, Twitter, Facebook, everywhere that plays at the TikTok, Ubenya coats no on my bet to Mr. Your bumper is already into greens and goes my.
Okay. Let's be that Kofi. My brain.